Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. So before we start the topic of the video, I just want to briefly plug that I'm going to have a live stream called Leadership 101 on March 30th, 2024. So that's this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern, and it's for members only, right? So if you want to become a YouTube member or the member of this channel, just simply click join. It's only 99 cents a month, and you get two perks. One, these badges or emojis, and the second one is exclusive access to the live streams once a month, right? So we're going to talk about leadership, the basics of leadership, how to stand out as a leader, and what you can do. And we have a leadership crisis in the society. And the most prominent example I could think of is like Boeing, right? You ever see those videos where it's like the airplane door pops out mid-flight? That's not the fault of the worker. That really is a crisis of leadership. And leadership is the backbone of any company or society, right? And we're going to talk about that and go into more detail. So, again, if you're interested in joining this live stream exclusive for members and the recording is only exclusive for members, go ahead and click the join button, 99 cents a month. Okay? All right, so let's get to the topic. So, let me pull out this up right here. So this is the thumbnail of today's video, and you'll notice something strange when you become successful, right? So there's a funny dynamic that exists in society where, and this is more true, I think, as an adult than as a kid, where when you become successful, random strangers will congratulate you and think whatever you're doing is awesome and even give you lots of money, right? Like lots of money for it. Whereas the people most closest to you, people you've grown up with, your hometown, they will not acknowledge your success. And this is ancient wisdom, right? So this isn't something I discovered like last year. This has been known for thousands of years, okay? And sometimes this is how I feel in my own life where maybe I'm this little young stud with bags of money and a wheelbarrow of money in my closet, and I got this cool chart of growth, signs of success, and the people I want to share it with the most are just kind of like this guy, where it's like la 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 la. No, you didn't do that, right? And I'm going to tell you when I felt like that. When I first learned about velocity banking in 2017, because this channel is pretty much velocity banking is like the topic that people want to hear about. I first learned about it in 2017, and nobody listened to me. Nobody listened to me. And then first bought my when I bought my first home in 2021, I paid off 25% of the mortgage in a year. And again, it was kind of like this. I was like, "Oh my goodness, I'm so excited! I want to share with you." And one of the reasons I started this channel is kind of like for selfish reasons, right? Because most people, or just almost nobody, would acknowledge that it was like a big deal paying off 25% of the mortgage. um, I was just like, all right, well, I'm actually just going to share it with random people and see see how that goes. And I always give people the benefit of the doubt, right? Like, so it's like, okay, if you're not impressed by this, like, you must have some cool stuff going on in your life, and I like to learn about it, right? That's actually how my mind works. I want to think about the best of people, but I'm also a realist, and I know that most people, especially as an adult, right, will never not acknowledge your success. And I also will also add this. One of the biggest differences between being an adult and being a child is that as an adult, there's no congratulations for success. And I'm not saying this is a hard coded rule, but what I'm saying is that you only get punished for failure. You don't get congratulated for success. So when I was making $20,000 a year, boy, I felt that, and I felt that failure. However, as I made more and more money, I'm like, nobody really ever congratulated me. So see how crazy that is? Again, most people will not acknowledge your success, even though you are successful. And here's the crazy thing. Well, there's a lot of insecurity out there. And there's a lot of people who think, oh my goodness, I'm being criticized because there must be something wrong with me because I don't make enough money, or, I don't have a good job, or something that, you feel inadequate about that society says you should have, right? Or own a house, right? But the crazy thing is if you ever like do the things that you thought were impossible, you realize nobody really cares. Okay. And the whole reason why they criticize you isn't because they were there to help you. It was more about ego, power, and control, right? And I say this about almost like 99% of problems in society. You might ask, why does XYZ happen in society? I don't even have to know the question. 99% of the time, the answer is ego, power, and control, right? So, back to my point about people not acknowledging your success. So, like I said before, sometimes I feel like this gentleman right here. I don't wear a suit and tie, but maybe I should start doing that and start carrying money bags around. But I've done some amazing stuff, objectively amazing stuff that nobody like asked me. How did you do that? Please teach me, right? Like nobody's ever really asked me that. And sometimes I keep my accomplishments vague, or if I do, like talk about my accomplishments, it's more related just to like finance and real estate. Even though like there are people who've done way more amazing things than I have, right? I could give you examples of people that I know have done way more things. Oh, I got two houses, but oh, this person I know has like 50 rental houses, right? But let me just kind of show you something that I know did not really elicit a response that I hope it would achieve from the people I know. So let's take a look at this. Velocity banking. Paycheck in, expenses out, cash flow is your new balance, right? So if I'm able to put 13 grand into my line of credit, that means I'm doing okay, right? Right. And this is kind of like the same strategy that I did to pay off 25% of mortgage, velocity banking. And if I have this much cash flow, if you just calculate 13 grand minus four, that's like 9 grand, right? At least 9 grand. In fact, if you ever watch Dragon Ball, it's like, I would say like it's over 9,000. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, just type over 9,000 Dragon Ball in Google. But my point is if I show this to people I know, especially in my hometown, they'll act like it's not real, right? And other things too, right? So let me go down here, and again, this I'm going to show you last year's stuff, but I still think this is like amazing. But when I show it to other people, they don't react, and I'm thinking like, do you have other cool stuff that's even better than this? Because I want to learn from you. You know what I'm saying? But this is from 2023, and this was my first rental real estate trek, right? I found a tenant who was willing to prepay me like 6.5 months of rent plus security deposit. And the funny thing is, the bank wouldn't let my tenant transfer more than 14 grand. So I had to get like two real estate checks, right? But here's the thing, it's not about this check, although this is amazing. It's about the text message after. That's the cherry on top. What landlord has received a text message like this about thank you so much, we appreciate you after getting a 14 grand check? I don't think any landlord has gotten that. But I did. And I never got the whoa, how'd you do that type of reception. I just get ignored. Again, I'm this guy again. So, what else? Do I have anything else here? No, well, again, I'm pretty sure I can find other stuff. But just these are just two prominent examples of this. But, sometimes I kind of get bored of recording my accomplishments, and I've done some really amazing stuff outside of this channel, right? Objectively. And sometimes I have to remind myself of it because, again, as an adult, there's no real congratulations for success, and there's only punishment for failure, right? And just realize most people never acknowledge it. No one's gonna go, "Oh my goodness, how did you do that?" I mean, they know. It's like a lot of people, they're looking at the background. They know how well you're doing, but they don't ever seem to want to learn from you. You know what I'm saying? Or they want to try to learn, but like do everything that they can to not talk to you. And it's kind of like this. And I don't know if this is a bad analogy, but you ever see like those fake Asian restaurants that like it's kind of like fake Asian food? And I'll give you an example of this. When I used to live in uh, South America, Colombia, right? There's an Asian restaurant called Mr. Lee's, and it was pretty. Well, I never ate the food, but it's like a level. It felt like a level below Panda Express, right? But I'm pretty sure the people who made the food never consulted an Asian person. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing too. Like, I want to share my success with you all. I don't guarantee anything, but I find that what happens is that when I share some ideas, people take them and they never like collaborate with me. They try to kind of almost do it behind my back and then try to copy me, but they don't want to collaborate with me for some reason, right? But I'm like the OG of the amazing things that I do, right? But most people don't want to acknowledge it. It's kind of crazy how that works. But all right, well, this is Korean Atlanta mentorship. Again, before I end this video, I'm gonna make a plug for two things. Number one, the live stream tomorrow. So if you want to join that live stream, go ahead and click the join button right here, 99 cents. Number two, for our group to study not about philosophy but financial literacy. And I'm going to make a comment about that because the educational company that I'm independently marketing for um, is unfortunately not providing unlimited education anymore. So if you're interested in unlimited lifetime education, complimentary to lifetime education, make sure you sign up before May 1st, right? Make sure you sign up before May 1st. I'm serious. Otherwise, I might just, be in a mode where like, okay, you have to get in order to be part of this group, you might have to pay $20,000. And I don't know if I'm ready to do that yet, especially if you want unlimited education. All right, well, that's it for today. This is Crane Atlanta Mentorship. Have a great day. Good night. We'll speak to you on the next video.